And in this video, I'm going to show you what pumps I've been using for my solar aquaponics. Super cheap, super easy to use pumps. There is the panel, there is the pump. It is as easy as that. If you've got sun, you've got power. Let's get started. And welcome back to another video that is me growing stuff in pots. There's the stuff, there's the pot. Hoorah! And it is a lovely morning. It is my day off. Look how blue that sky is. We have a solar pump. So a few people have asked about what solar pumps. I'm just sitting on my driveway right now. What solar pumps I have been using for the solar aquaponics stuff. And this is the brand. It is a Pond Max. This one is 600 litres an hour. I think it's like 630 or something like that. If I can get it out of the box. So at least you know the tape stuff works in these. So you get warranty things, get a manual, don't need that. You get little spiky things for the solar panel, and this comes with the pump and the solar panel. So has everything you need. That is the pump there. Nice, small, easy to use pump. And I think you get like about 2 meters worth of cord. So what's that, about 6 foot or something like that. That is the pump. So what's it say? It is 630 litres an hour, 6.5 watts. There. Apparently only does up to 35 degrees Celsius. That doesn't sound good for summer, does it? Good thing we're going into autumn now. That is a piddly little fountain kit if you want a fountain. That is an empty box. Another empty box. Another empty box. Do you think that's going to be empty? That's an empty box. And then there is our little mini solar panel there. Nice and simple. There's a little pluggy bit at the back. They don't get much easier than this. This little plug here goes into that, and then you screw the little cap on, and then it is waterproof. So what I am going to show you with this bit, and I'll have to move the camera for this. Okay, this is not going to work with one hand. But this little bit here comes off, it slides off, and there's an impeller in here. So that has also got a high-low switch, so that is on max and minimum, and that just reduces the flow. So we're going to take this cover off. There goes Benji. That is the cover off there on the ground. That is your little high-low switchy bit, which will just come off. That little bit there will twist off as well. Oh, with one hand. Let's arrange this better. Okay, that little cap there clips off, and that is your impeller, so your little electromagnet, that little spinny bit there, and that whole thing will come out. If we get that little grommet off. I need smaller fingers, don't I? Well, that was an ordeal, wasn't it? That is the impeller, so that's the electromagnet in here. That is just a little magnet with little fans on it. So you need to clean this out probably once a month or so, otherwise you'll get a buildup of gunk in there, and that's going to stuff your pump up. It doesn't really have a sponge or anything to it, so you could wrap sponge around that, but that's just a little grate to stop all the gunk from going into your pump. They also have these two little dots here, and that needs to be wet, and that creates the on-off switch. So when it's out of the water like this, even if you've got it plugged into the actual solar panel, it's not going to be turned on. There is Benji. What are you doing? Tail. We're filming. Yes, we are. Oh, woof. So yeah, so in the water, that there is actually going to create a little, what's it called, circuit, and it will spin. Spin? It will spin. You've been patted so much. But that is the solar panel. So that's the solar pump, and that's the solar panel. What we're going to do is we have a large tub here. Going to fill that with water, show you how much water it jets out. And while we're waiting for that to fill, we're going to check out the solar powered aquaponics strawberry system. It is working well. We have a pump in there, pumping water into this system here, which is actually not working well. These are our snow peas, which are a total fail, so do not do aquaponics snow peas. Snow peas do not like that much water, but strawberries do. So this system here, we've got, I think this is the bigger pump, So this is 1700 litres an hour. I think that one there, near Benji, is the 630, as I just said. So the 1700 litre an hour one is actually pumping water up into this, through that gutter, into there, and then back along here into this gutter, and then back into this pool. And it's also got a T-piece there, pumping water up here, and trickling all the way down into this system, and then back into the pool as well. So what I might actually do is extend this pool, so I've got a bigger pool down there, and then I can pump water from that pool to this pool, overflowed into that. So I've got more volume, I can have more fish. More fish in this system produces more phosphates and nitrites, and that is the food for the plants, well, the chemical food for the plants. They're also going to feed off trace elements, minerals. That is a terrible plant. I'm going to get these out of this and redo it. Ideally, I wanted lettuce in there, but it's still too hot for lettuce, unfortunately. So maybe I'll get some more strawberry plants, plant them along here. So we've got like a strawberry, whatever, field, aquatic field, a strawberry aquatic field. Benji, what are you doing? Don't eat things in the garden. Oi! I have to tend to him now. Okay, now that we've babbled about that and saved Benji from eating mingy stuff in the garden, we're going to put that pump in that water. I think I lied, and this cord is actually about 3 meters long. It is longer than 2 meters, so maybe 9 foot, 10 foot. That is the little fountainy bit that you can use. Otherwise, you can just connect tubing from that pump to whatever you're pumping up, much like what we're doing that you just saw. So all we're going to do with this is stick it in the water, and as soon as those little bits there get wet, it is going to jet water out. Hopefully there's enough sun there, should be. Here we go. Okay, that is ridiculous. Look at that. So you could technically just water your plants. Oh, see, there's the cut switch. Once that dries, there we go. It'll stop like that. So once those two bits are wet, away you go. So the only problem with solar pumps, and let's just stick that in there for now. How cool is that? So the only problem with solar pumps is obviously when there is no sun, it will turn off. So if you're going to do an aquaponics system like that, you technically need some sort of filtration going 24 hours a day for the fish, because you want to grow your nitrifying bacteria. And if you just have a pump like this circulating the water at night, no oxygen, plants at night, even aquatic plants, will take up oxygen, produce carbon dioxide, and that is going to stuff your pond system up. So that system there is not that great at the moment. As I'm going to hook this pond up down there and hook this to this, I'm going to have this on a 24-hour filtration system, and then when the sun comes back on, it's just going to pump the water from this to that. So we're technically going to have this going 24 hours a day. This is only going to go in the sun. So the way that it's all set up, there is water that's left in those little gutters, so the plants don't dry out at night. But then that way, it's going to work super, super well. Look how much water that is. That's quite a bit of water. So I think if we turn this upside down, obviously, instantly it's turned off, because that's how it works. It's a solar pump. You could hook this up to a battery in between and have that 24 hours a day. Lots of different ways of doing it, but we are just doing it the easiest way we can by just using this in the daytime, and at night have different filtration going. Hopefully this answered a few people's questions. They keep asking what pumps I use. So I think these come in 4 different sizes, I'm pretty sure. So that is the second biggest. So I think there's a 200 litre an hour mini one, 630 litres, which is this one, 1700 litres, which is that one, and I'm pretty sure the big one is like 3,500 litres. And the 3,500 litre one I'm using with the Beto buckets, which is all the way here. If you haven't seen my Beto bucket video, go check that out. Way too much circulation. I haven't done anything about this yet. I had to actually turn all the water down. Look at that. These pumps come with 2 solar panels as well. So the 2 solar panels are up on the roof there. And I think I've only got 1 solar panel plugged in, because when I have 2, there is so much water in there, it jets everywhere. So I'm probably going to swap this pump over with that pump and use the big pump on the system with all the aquaponics over there. There's Benji. If you did like this video, click the thumbs up so I know. If you want to see more videos about what bits and pieces I'm using, comment down below or just click the thumbs up. And we will see you in the next video once I get this hooked up to that and all that going. Fun stuff. See you later.